Black Series Edition LLC, Crystal Edge Technology Screens, and our FLEVT company. I got to tell you something. This is a blessing and a testimony from our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And I tell you at the end of the day that the devil has no power at all, period. You know, I got these people that are trying to take my company from me. I got these people that are trying to make me look bad. I got these people have been doing false demonstrations against the products. And they have been trying. And guess what? God does not give them any victory whatsoever. If anything, the very swords that they've been trying to impale me with, they have been impaled themselves at the end of the day. Nothing comes from what they do. Nothing good comes from it at all, period. Everything they do crashes and burns because, again, God does not bless their hands. So we had a guy contact here who calls himself a minister, a man of God. Well, I tell you, this guy is no man of God whatsoever. He has contacted my accounts with vicious emails. He has contacted my phone screaming and yelling at me. He has called himself a man of God, but it's so far from it, it's not even funny. And I got to explain something to you, buddy. If you're playing down that road, at the end of the day, I told you at the end of the day that Satan sees you and he knows you. So, not only do we got a serious piece of evidence against this guy contacting me and carrying on, but at the same time, Lord came in and blessed my accounts. Blessed my account. Blessed us with a beautiful order. Thank you so much for the customer. I talked to the customer today. Thank you so much. I appreciate it for having faith in my company. Because like I said, you know, we got people out there that are jealous of our work and what we're doing, what we're pushing to do. You know, we're making better products for people at the end of the day that they don't have to go out and spend tons of money for expensive screens, technology that's tested, technology that works, technology we can back up. And, you know, the more we show how amazing this technology is, the more angry Satan becomes. Satan's very angry, very upset, especially with me, because as I told you before, at one point in my life, he used to have me. He had a grip on me at one point, and I decided to separate from him and serve God, and he's been bitter ever since. So Lord came in, and he's been blessing us ever since. I told you, look, at the end of the day, I could be in a hole in the ground. I could be home. I could be anything. But you have to understand that the Lord will always have my back, always bless me, always be there for me, no matter what. He will never allow his Christians to fall, ever. Never. And never to fall where Satan's going to be there laughing and carrying on and giggling and basically having his field day. Lord ain't about that. He's not about letting his Christians fall. And you'll have people out there who claim the lost souls, people who don't follow the Lord correctly. They'll be out there telling you that, hey, this person's lost and that person's lost, but they will show they truly are. At the end of the day, you will see the kind of people that they are, because they will show who they are. As I told you before, what my Lord has for us, this is why we're blessed to have all this amazing technology. Is the reason why we can back these products up. Is the reason why we can challenge other people at the end of the day that claim that their products are better than us. This is the reason why we can do that. So let me show you my track record real quick. This is how good my Lord is. This came in today, a few minutes ago. That's one of the orders that came in today. There's the date. I got the customer's information block. Came in today. And that's our order right there for 5/17. All the way down, our orders have been coming in. You know why? Because my Lord blesses our hand. My Lord is the one who basically gave us the blessing of this technology. We have this technology because of him. We give him all the glory for everything we design, build, we're blessed to have. He gets that glory. And because we get that glory, and because we give it to him, he continues to bless my hand. Those are some of my orders that just popped in. So we got orders ranging from 500, 200, 200, whatever. We got orders coming in like that. When I get out there, my Lord has already told me from the door what he has set for me. Ad tech is worth millions of dollars. And technology is the first of its kind that absorbs sunlight. We have so many investors that are going to be coming down to that particular branch. And it's interesting because I was trying to find a branch where we could do the demonstrations at. Something that's not too far from the house. Something that I didn't have to lug a lot of equipment. And the price was a lot reasonable. And we found this place. The Lord blessed us to find this place. $12 an hour. Extremely affordable. Because we don't need to be that long. We're just doing a demonstration where we're just showing a screen, punch an image through a big glass window, and this is going to be a professional glass window and this beautiful complex that we're going to be working in. And then on top of that, not only did he bless us with the spot, but there was a friend of mine who had, I call him the barbecue king. He's a fantastic barbecue chef. I lost contact with him. I was able to find his number in one of my old phones and contacted him. Man, I've been trying to figure out where he was at. I've got some investors. We want to come down and see the ad tech. Isn't that amazing how God is? No sooner than this demon contact, and I call you a demon because that's what you are, because no man of God acts that way. Contacts me, ranting, screaming, and yelling. That's Satan himself. And sometimes you got to remember, do not have conversations with them. So this is the devil talking to you. So don't have conversations with him. But I spoke with him because, again, how do you know me for 12 years? I don't even know who you are. But because you heard something, you believe that's what it is, and that's why you come at me like this. So, we're going to go tomorrow morning. I'm being led to file my charges against you. I am going to come down to Maryland, and I'll file charges within your state so we can execute a warrant for your arrest as soon as possible. I will be filing a lawsuit against you. The lawsuit I feel that I should get from you is about $500,000. That's what I'm going to ask for. Because you have contacted my email multiple times. You have been impersonating a priest at that, which you are far. You're not a priest in any way whatsoever. What minister of God is going to contact somebody screaming and yelling the way you did? That is not a man of God. A person, as I said, at the end of the day, who basically hides behind the cloth or hides behind God. A wolf in sheep's clothing. As the Lord said, whatever is in the dark is going to come out in the light. And he has showed himself multiple times on what he really is. He's a demon and trying to hide in sheep's clothing, trying to hide with the flock. But God can see who you are. He can see your blemishes. He can see you. But you're trying to hide in that flock. And no sooner than this guy calls me up, carrying on and acting up, that order went through. Now, God doesn't reward the rich. He doesn't reward the evil. He doesn't reward evil at all, period. If I was doing all these bad things that I was doing, why is God blessing my hand? Why? If I served the devil, and that was that type of person, this would have never gone to court. I'm going to explain something to you. And I'm not trying to be a threatening person today. If I had served the devil, I would not be saying, vengeance is mine, saith to God, thou shalt not kill. No, I would be down there in your neck of the woods hunting you down. That's the kind of person, that's what I would have done to you. But I respect God. I've been through that situation already. The Lord gave me a chance to get out of a situation that took 8 years and 9 months of my life away. I was blessed to go through the system, because if I kept down the same road that I was in, I'm pretty sure I would have killed somebody. Somebody probably would have killed me one way or another. Something bad would have came out of it. But I was blessed to go through the system, be saved, become a man of God, and change into a complete different person coming out. And if I served the devil, if I believed in the devil, if I did the things that the devil did, I would be reacting like you guys at the end of the day. I wouldn't be basically having a conversation on back and forth. I'd be going to track down some people, and we get some airline tickets, we come down and finish the problem. That's what would have happened. But I'm not that person anymore. That person died many, many years back. I'm not that person anymore. I've changed. And I see the devil beckoning me, trying to get me to become that person again, so I can go back down that road, do something stupid, and lose my salvation with God. And that's not going to happen, Satan. No message to you, Satan. It is not going to happen. My loyalty is with God. That's where it's at. And where it's going to stay forever, to the day I pass off this earth. I serve him. So you can contact me with evil stuff. You can send evil messages about me. You can take my face to any other. At the end of the day, I put all I have into the Lord. And you will come before a court of law. You will face your judgment, as you will. And keep in mind, you're going to face two types of judgment. You will face a judgment here on earth with man, and you will face another judgment with God, which is going to be far worse if you don't get your act together. Until then, for you Christians out there, at the end of the day, if you're being prosecuted or people are prosecuting you, don't worry about it. God got your back. God is always going to bless you and make sure you have what you need no matter what. He's going to bless what you have. For people sit there and say, well, you falling because you're here. You don't know where I'm at. You don't know anything about where I'm at all, period. You knew where I was at one point because I saw something that I wanted, something that was different. I wanted to basically get a place where I could have something to myself and something I could build. That's what I wanted. So I chose a garage. That's what I did. I liked it. I liked the whole idea of it. I basically went online and watched other people convert garages into homes and do all this cool stuff. So, wow, I want to do that. That's what I want. And that's what I did. I had the option. I was sitting there right there in the park. I had $3,000 sitting in my account. How do you think I was able to afford all those houses and stuff? If my business wasn't doing well, you say you left all these houses and stuff. That's not a fall from grace. It's a choice that I made. I made that choice because I wanted something different. I wanted something I don't know. I've done houses before. I did an apartment. I didn't like that too much. And I thought, I just want something different. And you know what I'm doing? When the Lord blesses me to have what I need, I'm going to go out and buy myself 20 acres. And you know what I'm doing at 20 acres? I'm going to build me a house. And guess what it's going to look like? A garage. That's what it's going to look like. A big, massive garage that I can open up a door. I can take my trucks in and out. I like the fact that people can park their vehicles inside their homes. I love that. Getting a motorcycle next month. So I'm trying to figure out, not starting that next month. I got to get some stuff first done first before we can go down that road. But I am getting a bike. But I do want to have it where I can actually park it inside. Because I see people how they drive their bikes inside their apartments and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's freaking cool. So I want to do it for myself. Well, yeah, of course, you might want to be on the bottom floor when you do this. But anyway, I like the idea of it all. So because I chose and made this decision, you guys attack me. Oh, he's this, he's poor, he's that, he's this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay. I've been getting that since when I had the house. I rented the house, and now I'm poor because I can't afford to buy a house, so I got to rent a house. Then we got the other house. This is the first house we moved into. It was a little smaller. Oh, he don't have any money. He's in a small house. He should be had this. You guys have been doing that from day one. The thing about it is you can't get to me. That's the thing. You can't irritate me. You can't make me upset. And no. Choices I make are choices that I make at the end of the day because I don't care what other people think. I do things that would make me feel happy. That's it. I couldn't care less. So I was blessed to be able to leave from here and get a smaller place. Because again, I got a little house because I make good money and I really don't have any bills. You try to rank on me and say, oh, you're not married, you don't have any kids, and that you're a sad life in the day. Because I chose not to have kids and I chose not to get married. I'm a sad individual. There's a lot of people like me roaming the earth right now. So, no, it's my choice. Oh, you're poor because you sleep on the floor. I chose to sleep on the floor. There's all kinds of stuff. And at the end of the day, if I basically let you guys tear me down and I have to prove myself to show that I can buy fancy cars and I can do this and do that, yeah, that makes the fact that you control me at the end of the day. And you don't control me at the end of the day. When I was building that 250-inch screen, I was coming in covered in mud, sawdust, and everything. I was so tired. By the time I got in, off camera, I'd crash and fall asleep. Get back up, go back to finish on the screen. I was determined to get it done. See me on camera, we're in the same thing. The first thing they say is, oh, he's dirty, he's this, that, and the other. He don't even change his clothes. No, because I'm working hard to build this screen, to get it finished, to get it done, so I can get the demonstration, so I can get the screen and display what we can do at a larger level, because I'm dedicated to my job. But I'm all these things at the end of the day. That's you doing the devil's work. And you know what I see when I hear all that? I hear Satan. That's what I hear. I don't hear Jamie. I don't hear Rogers. I don't hear Williams. I don't hear Matthew. None of you guys. I don't hear McAfee. What is it? McAfee. What is it? McAfee, like the software system. Yeah. I don't hear you. I see Satan. That's all I see. That's what I see. The devil mocking, upset, angry. Trying to get me to do something that he knows that will destroy my salvation. I see the things that you do to me because I know you do these things because you want me to act the same way. You want me to make memes of you and carry on and curse and all. I'm not doing any of that. Period. See, the thing about it, gentlemen, which you don't understand is I've seen what's on the other side of that fence. I was on that other side of that fence. The thing about it is, if you have been there, you weren't there long enough. Because if you were there long enough, you wouldn't be doing the dumb stuff you're doing right now. So once you do reach the other side of that fence, which is the prison system and all the crazy stuff that comes along with it from listening to that demon at the end of the day, you understand exactly what I'm talking about and the reason why I basically chose the path that I chose. You'll get a chance to see what you've been following, what you've been basically serving all this time when you've been doing these acts. But the sad thing about it is you will see the destruction it will cause to your family in the end. Which caused to my family in the end when I got into a lot of trouble. Gentlemen, do I hate you? No, I do not. At all. I don't hate you. I feel sorry for you. That's what I do. I have to take it to court. I have to sue you because, again, I have to file charges because you don't learn any other way. If these people became children of God, I mean, they really serious became children of God, and they changed their lives. You know, sometimes it takes some really bad stuff to happen to you to change. Some really, really bad stuff to happen to you for you to realize that I got to change my life. Or if I don't, it's going to get pretty bad. I might die after this, and that's what I went through. But these guys that change your life, and the Lord's going to allow me to, don't go in and fake it. Please don't do that, because you're really going to do something really bad you don't want to mess around with. But if these guys that change your life, and say they almost had a near-death experience and they became men of God, I'll let your charges go. All of them. No lawsuit, nothing, not a thing. You know why? Because why would I prosecute a man of God? At the end of this, a man trying to change, trying to do something better with his life. At the end of the day, I'm not standing in that roadblock at the end of the day. That's between him and God at the end of the day. Doesn't make a difference what he did to me at the end of the day. That's between him and God. He should be trying to change, trying to become a man of God. I have no right to be in that business. I back down. But what my Lord is telling me, you can't. And what he's telling me at the end of the day is, you're much like Pharaoh. You know, Pharaoh in the Bible, so hard-headed, he just wouldn't listen, and he destroyed himself in the process. You know, because he was told to let the children of Israel go. And he didn't really want to. You know that God hardened Pharaoh's heart, so he would refuse to let them go. And Pharaoh got destroyed. You know, when the sea departed, he got crushed in his army. But he just wouldn't let him go. Imagine that. You sit there and you see this man come in, and they have the staff. He brings the sorceress, and the sorcerer comes in, and they lay down their staff and they turn into snakes. And Moses, his staff ate the other snake. And so much for that. And he left, came back, and gave him fair warning again. He just still wouldn't listen. He kept going along with it. And you know, it took the angel of death to come and take his firstborn. And that was broken right there. But then here comes Satan, whisper in his ear. You can't let them leave you like that. You're supposed to be a king at the end of the day, mass armies, and you're going to let some peasants, some servants, some slaves at the end of the day do this to you? They were so terrified of the children when they were there that they gave them whatever they wanted. They stacked them down with gold and jewelry and rubies. They just wanted them out, because we got famine, we've got locusts, we got frogs, we got fire coming from the heavens. You know, we got plagues. We want them out. Get them out. Get them out of here. You got to get them out. I don't care what you're building. Get them out of here. So they got let go. And they gave him as much as they want. Carry as much gold as you want. Just leave. Because he lost his child. It was when the firstborn died. That was the end of it. But then Satan came in and started whispering in Moses' ear again. Said, hey, you can't let them go. What kind of person at the end of the day? You're supposed to be a great pharaoh. You're supposed to be a great king. You can't let them go. He should have listened. And he mounted up his armies, and he's going to go slaughter them. To show at the end of the day, no one at the end of the day treats me this way. I do what I want to do. He walked himself into death, because when he crossed that Red Sea and it parted for them, and it didn't part for Pharaoh, Pharaoh got killed. So he lost his life because he chose to serve the devil. Isn't that interesting? And people do the exact same thing. They choose to travel down that path because they chose to pursue the devil. And gentlemen, it's already set in stone. So you know this. It is already set in stone about the things that are going to happen to you. You are going to go through this system. You are going to, financially, you're going to go through some really bad stuff. It's going to go through no matter what. God's going to see it through. There's nothing you can do to stop it. Unless he decides that he's going to give you mercy, and he decides that he has plans for it. So whatever he's going to do, maybe this is what he has planned for you. You don't even know. Maybe out of this ordeal, you may change and become better people. Who knows? But you're going to go through something. I can tell you that much from the door. Because what you did, gentlemen, you went and you prosecuted a Christian. That's what you did. I'm God's people at the end of the day. I'm one of his warriors, and that's what you did. You attacked me for no reason whatsoever. I don't know you guys. At the end of the day, you came at me for jealousy, and you attacked me for no reason whatsoever. And God saw all that. He saw everything you did against me, and everything you have is written into the book of life. You can't run from God. Can't destroy him. Can't do anything. When a Christian comes to him, he bows and prays to him about the problems that he's having, God will deal with those people in the end. And you better pray that the Lord basically has mercy on you, because again, there's something out there at the end of the day that knows your name, he knows who you are, he knows everything about you. Matter of fact, he talks to you just about every single day if you're dealing on that side of the fence. And he is not your friend at the end of the day. As far as he's concerned, he would be much happier watching you hang from a rope. All right, well, that's basically about it. I'm happy we got a blessing right there. A blessing. Lord came, a guy came and made orders for us. Thank you so much for the customer. That's so much I appreciate it. And you know, like I said, the devil can't take anything from you. He can't take nothing from you. Whatever God has for you that's set in stone, it's going to happen. No matter what. God has got your back 100%. I'm a perfect example of that. I got these people who hate me, who can't stand me. You go to their YouTube accounts, you can just see the energy that they put out. It's just pure hatred. That's what it is. That's why I said when I go do these, when I go to your channels, gentlemen, I sit there and say, I have no hatred for you. I say it right there. We use your channel as an example. Because if you had changed your ways, say Jamie changed his ways. Say Jamie was making products that were good, right? And he was packing his pot. I wouldn't have no need for those videos. No point. Delete every single one of them. What's the point? This is a man trying to change his life. He's making good products. He's basically testing his stuff now. He's got real good stuff. And you're not coming out there slandering people because you came out slandering my company multiple times. We didn't even know who you was when you were hitting me. Saying I was scamming people because I didn't want to give my products away for free like you were. So say Jamie changed one day. He changed, minds his own business, stays to himself, starts making his products, and the Lord comes and tells me and says, not on my decision, the Lord comes and tells me, because the Lord is going to know in your heart when you are truly real, when you're truly fake. And he's going to come to me and say, hey, the fellow Jamie, he has changed his ways. Look at his channel. He is not the same person he used to be anymore. Now let it go. There's no point. Because if I go back out and I do that against you and you're a man of God and you change your ways, that means I serve the devil. And I don't serve the devil. All right, people. Y'all enjoy yourself. I'm going to thank my Lord right there. Oh, man. I am going to, let me see. I guess I'm going to do nothing. Because I really don't want to do anything. I'm already doing some Christian music. I listen to Christian music. And read a couple of scriptures in the Bible because I'm happy. Lord, of course, always blessed. Even though if I don't have what I need, I'm still always happy. Because you know why? I'm not living that life anymore. That person died a long time ago. I don't have that hatred anymore. I remember if somebody did something like these guys did to me, yeah, you guys be gone by now. And I ain't trying to say I'm the biggest, baddest guy on the planet because I'm not. I'm nothing like that. But I know what kind of person I am. Yeah, it didn't mean a difference if I lost my life or not, as long as I took you out. That's the kind of person I used to be. Couldn't care less about my own life. As long as I got my hands on you, whatever way I got you, however way I had to do it, that's the kind of person I used to be. So I'm happy that when I have the devil come at me and he'll whisper in my ear like, you got to go do something about that. Got to go take care of that. And I go, get away from me, Satan. Back off. I ain't got nothing to do with you anymore. I'm done. I'm a free man. I'm with God. Because you're a slave to him at the end of the day. I am so happy. And I'm glad I go through this sometimes. I do. Because when I go through the trials I got to go through, it makes me stronger. It makes me stronger to resist that demon at the end of the day. It makes me a better person. So you don't make me sad. When you send me messages, cursing me out, calling me nigger and all this stuff like that, that don't hurt me at the end of the day. It's sad because I can see the devil working through you, and I know what's going to happen to you if you keep on going down that path. But for me, it's a happy person at the end of the day because something like that would have set me through the roof, and I'd have did something unspeakable. But now that I'm a changed man, a man of God, no, I don't even have that hatred no more. I don't have nothing. There's nothing there. No anger, nothing. Which I love so much. Because I was the type of person that would fester hatred. I did. I used to fester it. I loved the way it felt. And I love to act on it. And I'm glad I don't have those feelings, those thoughts no more. They're gone. New person. I never thought I would ever be able to be somebody different. And it wasn't, people have to understand, it wasn't so much the fear. It was a fear, yeah, also basically what I went through. But to be locked in, I was locked in. I was really locked in under Satan. I was so locked in. I even hated Christians. I couldn't stand them. And I can't believe he gave me a second chance. So no, I'm not messing that up. No way in the world. But I feel sorry for you because I know it's coming for you. Because I've seen things. I'm going to tell you right now, I have seen things. You think you walk alone on this earth? There are things that are watching you every single day. If you even got a sight of them, you would change your ways. I've seen things. Yep. I know it talks to you. I'm glad it ain't around me, and I know glad it can't get near me. So I feel sorry for you guys at the end of the day. And there's no way in the world. There's nothing you can do to make me hate you, because I'm not giving Satan that satisfaction. I won't do it. Nope. So that being said, I mean, I know you're going to try. I know you're going to try to do other things. But remember who has my back. God does. You have to go through him first before you can get to me. And that ain't going to happen. So that's why my hands on. Stay blessed. That's why we're always going to have bread on our table. This is why we're always going to have new technology on everything that we need, because the Lord provides everything we have. And the people that are angry and upset with it, well, you just keep on being angry and upset, because God ain't taking anything off our plate. He's going to keep on blessing us. For you Christians out there that are going through persecution, wherever you may be going through, remember, God's got your back 100%. It may not seem like it. It may seem dark in the tunnel, but remember, he's right there with you the entire time. All right, people, I got to go. Be safe and God bless.